Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit, RaikenProfit.com. And today I am going to be sharing my screen with you guys, and I'm going to essentially source books live to sell on Amazon FBA with you guys. So I invested in a software recently, which is called eFLIP, and the creator is Caleb Roth. I actually had him on my channel a couple times recently, and I've been just playing around with this software. I've been buying some books. I actually am up to, last time I talked to you a couple days ago, I had bought my first 5 books. I actually purchased another like 10 or 15 books over the last couple of days. So I've been just experimenting with this software, and really all I want to do is play around with this software a little bit in this video and show you how you can source books off of Amazon to actually resell back on Amazon. And I guess essentially what you're doing is you're just buying from merchant sellers who aren't offering the Prime shipping, and you're selling it FBA, which does offer the Prime. So you can actually get a lot more money as an FBA seller versus a merchant. And what this software does is it essentially filters through the entire catalog on Amazon, and you can set up basic criterias and rules that you want to look for and search for. And instead of spending thousands of hours, it does it within like a couple of minutes. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we're going to just go through and source some books and have some fun. So if you do want to use this software, I do have a link in the description to a free 21-day trial. So feel free to check that out. And also, if you go through that link, I'm throwing in a free bonus mastermind group where a bunch of people are hanging out and talking about how to do this. So let me put my phone on silent and let me share my screen with you guys. And we're going to go in and start to source some books together and have some fun. And I'm also going to be checking the comments in a moment as well. So if you guys are here live right now, drop a comment down below in the description, and I would love to say hello to you and see who is watching right now. All right. And if you're looking on the screen right now, I actually have the software up. So I'm going to explain a couple things to you guys. Hey, we got Corey in the house. What's up? Fernando, what's happening? Kevin, yo, yo, yo. Corey says, I think I'm a bit late. You're right on time. We got Max saying, hey, Steve, good to see you, Max. We got Luke, salutations. Good to see ya. Iyad Ramadan, I believe that's how you pronounce your name. Howdy, boss. Good to see ya. Sorry for slaughtering your name. We got Dridden Frank saying first time live. Hey, hello. Good to see you live. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got Moniker in the house. We got Ad. So let's go through and let me know if you can hear me and see me okay, because we're going to go through and source some books to sell on Amazon. Now, I'm not going to be buying these books. This is kind of like practice. You know, I played baseball my whole entire life. And a lot of times, 3 times during the week, we're just taking batting practice, practicing in the field, taking, infield and outfield and going through different situations and drills and stuff. And this is kind of what I'm going to do here. I'm practicing. Like, I just got this software a little over a week and a half ago, and I'm still learning, and I'm analyzing deals and trying to figure things out on my own. So I've watched a lot of videos and tutorials, but practice makes perfect. And that's what I want to do here. I want to practice with you guys, and I want to share with you kind of how I'm using this and what I'm learning. And maybe you can go out there and apply this as well, because for some people, it doesn't make sense to go out to the thrift store. You might live in an area that doesn't have a lot of books. You might live in an area with a lot of competition, or maybe you're a busy guy or gal with a full-time job and you just don't have the time to go out to thrift stores and garage sales and flea markets. So what I'm going to share with you today is a software that's going to allow you to be able to source books for a profit to sell on Amazon. Now, if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend doing this. If you're already selling books and you understand how to analyze deals and you've shipped in books before, then this might be a good fit for you. But if you're brand new, I would really stay away from this. Greg Ferris says first time live, also Connecticut here. I am in Ellington, Connecticut. Let me know where you are from. All right, so I'm here and I'm inside the eFLIP software. And again, there's a 21-day free trial that I hooked you guys up with. That's in the link in the description. So if you go through that, you can actually play with this software as well afterwards. But I'm in the Outliers section of this software. You could source just books or just textbooks, CDs, DVDs, vinyl. But I'm actually just going through the books, and I'm using the Outliers part of the software. And essentially what this does is it lets me search for various books that are merchant sellers at a certain price and criteria, and compare it to an FBA seller, which makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to be looking for books that are $25 or more. I'm actually probably going to set this down to $25 to $40. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to search for books that are between $25 and $40 sold by a merchant on Amazon. And I'm going to be looking for prices that are selling for $75 or more as an FBA seller. Now, I am looking to kind of buy more towards the $25 to $30 range and sell for, 75 upwards to 100 plus. I like that 3X rule. There's definitely a little room for profit there. I'm not going to mess with the buy box price for used, but I did set a minimum buy box price on Amazon of 100 new and a minimum price of $80 if Amazon's on the listing. Also, I am looking for books within the 0 to 1 million rank, and I am looking for books with an e-score of 6 to 151 plus. And an e-score is a proprietary number created by eFLIP and Scout IQ, the founder Caleb Roth. That gives you an idea of how many times the book is sold in I believe a 6-month period. So it looks like, if it's a e-score of 6, I believe it's selling maybe once or twice a month, somewhere around there. And obviously the higher the e-score, the more the book is selling. But you could also get that data by using a Keepa chart, which I'm going to show you in this video. So let me make sure everything is working smooth real quick, and then we'll just get into things. Greg is saying Naugatuck. Awesome. I don't know how far away that is from the Hartford area. Maybe like an hour or so or less. Also, let me know in the comments, guys. Has anybody used the eFLIP software? Are you having success with it? Have you heard about it? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear in the comments what your thoughts are. This is an open forum, guys. We're just here having fun, practicing, playing around a little bit, and learning together. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen right now. And what I am going to start doing is clicking into the various listings. So you can see the ISBN numbers are on the left right here. Moving over, we have the title. We have a little section that allows you to analyze the deals using Camel. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's a section for Keepa. I didn't know that. I have a Chrome extension for Keepa, so I don't really use this. And then there's a calculator. We can calculate your profit margins as well. We're going to have used prices as a merchant. We're going to have the lowest used price as FBA. We're going to see who's in the buy box, if Amazon's selling it, the rank, e-score, so on and so forth. So let me hit search, looking for books between 25 and 40, selling for over 75 as FBA. Okay. So it does take like 20 seconds or so for the outliers to go through and scan the entire database on Amazon. So let's just bear with me for a moment. All right. So one thing I want to mention here is the lowest price is 31. If we click into this and we notice that the 31 is gone, that means somebody's already gotten the deal. So you got to remember, guys, we're not the only ones using this software. There's a lot more people using it who are probably much smarter than I am and have virtual assistants. And, there's customers who are going to buy these as well. So there's a lot of people out there who are looking to snipe deals. That's the bad news. The good news is there's millions and millions of books. So there's always another opportunity knocking around the corner. So let's click into this. Let's see if that $31 offer is still there. And it is. So this is pretty interesting right here. It looks like the lowest price is $31. Very good condition. Okay, that's cool. As a merchant, it is I'm trying to see. This might be from another country, because if you take a look, it arrives between August 8th and 29th. That's a really long time. I don't know why the shipping is so freaking long on this. There is expedited shipping. Let me open this up to see what's going on in this listing. All right, I don't know what's going on there, but the shipping is ridiculously high. But let's just ignore the shipping. $31. That's not a bad price, considering that the next lowest price is $85. Okay, so there's definitely some room to make a profit there. If you see this chart popping up, this is the Keepa chart, and it'll give us an idea of the sales rank, which is in the green, over a period of time, the price over a period of time. Now that is considering the lowest price, which I believe is the merchant. So I don't really look at that too much besides just seeing the trend. The blue is the new price, and then orange is Amazon. We can move this out to 1 year and take a look at what's going on. As you can see, this green graph is really dipping low between August and September, which is an indicator of increased sales velocity. The rank got extremely, really, really low right here, which is insane. As you can see, when school season is out, the rank gets a lot higher, but still it's only going up to, 1,500. So this is interesting right here. $31. The book is selling like hotcakes. This book is selling really, really, really it's just selling quick. The rank is so low. So this is really interesting so far. If we go to the calculator and if we paid $31, which we can buy it right now, and we sold it for $85, which I don't think there would be any problem selling it at $85, we could make $33.47, which is 108% ROI. That's pretty cool, guys, right? So the only thing that's a little sketchy is this arrival date so late. Also, if you take a look right here, it only has 5 ratings. So in all honesty, I probably wouldn't source this book just after seeing it only has 5 ratings and the shipping is so late. So I probably wouldn't buy this. But if it was any other seller that had a substantial amount of reviews and good feedback, then I would definitely buy it and it would be money to be made. But there's deals like this out there all the time. You might be wondering, well, why would they price it so low? Sometimes it's people's repricing software. Somebody prices it low like an idiot, and then the repricing software chases it all the way down, and some sellers don't catch it. Other times people just want to get rid of it quick and they don't know how to check other sellers and sales history, so on and so forth. There's a million and one reasons why. But this software essentially helps you to catch those those opportunities in the low hanging fruit. So definitely an interesting opportunity right here. One thing I would recommend doing, and this is something I always do, is I take out my barcode. I'll actually click on the picture and I'll take out my Amazon Seller app or Scout IQ, and I'll scan the cover. And pretty much I just make sure that I'm not restricted on Amazon, because there are quite a few restrictions on Amazon. It says I can't sell this in new condition, but I can sell it in used condition. So if it was any other seller, I would probably buy it. You could take the risk and buy this book right now for $31 and maybe double your money. But you got to remember, shipping is going to take forever. So you want to take advantage of that textbook season, which is between August and September. So you'd still have time. And again, if you got scammed, you could always get your money back on Amazon, which is a good thing. But let's go through another deal. Operation Strategy 4th edition. It looks like there's one at 26. Lowest FBA is at 103. Buy box is at 103. 84,000 rank. Let's see if this is still here. This looks really good. Oh, so it is. There is. Wow, this is interesting right here. Now, this does ship from the United Kingdom, which sucks because, again, you're going to be waiting a long time. But let's just kind of run these numbers and ignore that it's coming from the UK. Again, I probably wouldn't. I don't have any experience buying from the UK, so I don't know if it's like an international version of the book, which could be an issue. I wish I could help you out on that, but I'll let you know when I learn more over time. Again, you could miss an opportunity because of long shipping times. It might get lost in the mail or damaged. So I'm probably going to stay away from anything that's shipped internationally. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any experience with this. But let's just play out the numbers just for fun. So first, let's analyze this deal to see what's going on. Had 86,000 rank currently. Again, remember, a rank is just a snapshot in time. If a book doesn't sell for 3 months, the rank might go up to 2 million. But if it sells, right now at 2 million, it could drop down to 200,000 rank. So the rank is just a moving number. As you can see, the green is up and down, up and down, up and down. Every time you see it drop, that means there was a sale. So right here, the rank was at 715, hadn't sold for a while, made a sale and came all the way down to 173,000. Didn't sell, popped back up to 512, up and down. So you can see right here, even over a 3-month period, it's been really, it was selling in April and May. But once we got into mid-May, it just really died because you see the rank just climbing. It's not selling at all. It didn't sell all week. It's been almost, wow, it's been like a couple months this hasn't sold. Now it has dropped down in rank, so it looks like it might be picking up for school season. But you got to remember, every time this drops, there's a sale. It doesn't mean it's an FBA sale. Could be a merchant sale, right? And you're going to be an FBA seller. That's how you're going to make money doing this with this software, is making the difference between the merchant price and the FBA. So it's not looking really good. So I probably wouldn't mess with it. And if you even take a look at the feedback, we have 7 reviews. So I probably pass on this, but let's just say it was a good deal. The rank was better. It was selling more. If we went over to the calculator right here, if we were to pay 26 and sell it for 85, and you could still get the sale. I mean, that's $40, 150% ROI, but I'm probably going to pass on that. Let's see what's going on in the comments right now. Casey or Cassie, I'm sorry, says, I just ordered a ScanFob 2006. Thanks for the great videos. Awesome. Go out there. I just put out a video. I went sourcing with my mom, and we made about $300 profit in like 20 minutes of sourcing. Now it's going to take another 30 to 60 minutes to get everything listed up. But I mean, that was like insane. We were like killing it. We were on like such an adrenaline rush at Savers. We crushed it. Check out my Instagram. If you go to Raiken Profit, I put a couple photos up on my Instagram story, so you can see some of the books we found, which was incredible. Moniker says, I plan to get it, but need to learn it better. Just got into books, so just not yet. Yeah, I wouldn't. If you're just getting into books, I wouldn't do the online arbitrage that I'm sharing with you. You're probably going to get burnt. Can you give a good definition of sniping similar to eBay? Well, in the context of this video, we're essentially looking for an imbalance in the market, which means the book's selling really, really well. Prices are high, FBA, but for one reason or another, somebody prices it low as a merchant because they just don't know better. So that's what the software is doing. So let's keep looking. Let's see if we could find a deal. The lowest one here is 4288. Okay, so let's take a look at this internal combustion engine fundamentals. The rank's at 104,000, so it's probably just sold recently. 28 e-score, so it looks like it's sold about, I don't know, a couple times a month, 4 or 5 times a month. Amazon's got it priced at 313. The buy box new is 180. The buy box used is 89. It looks like there was a book for 33.98. That thing did sell out. Taking a look at the 3-month chart on Keepa, and again, you can get this. It's a Chrome extension. I mean, it's sold. It's been selling a couple times a month. You know, the end of April towards mid-June, but it looks like it started to really pick up mid-June to July. Every time you see this up and down, you see a sale coming in. So it's definitely starting to pick up. If we move this out to a year, we can see that in August to September, it's really starting to pick up. I mean, it was even slow mid in July, and then it started to really pick up because you see this green chart. This is the sales rank. It's up and down, up and down. So it's making sales. Mid-September really started to slow down. There was a little bit of a rush in between January and February, which is probably the summer class or the, I don't know, what class is that? January. I'm not sure. But anyways, I know there's a class in here. So it looks like this book is definitely moving based on when classes, coming up or in session, so on and so forth. So 4288. The rank looks good. It looks like sales are picking up. Looks like the price even increases a bit during textbook season, August, September. So I'm pretty confident with the price that it might even, the price went up to 120 mid-September. So that's interesting. So if we were to get this book right now and we could source it for $42.88 and it's in good condition, discounted because we found some pages that contain highlights or underlines, you could still do it as good. Some people might want to do it as acceptable. But if we can get this for $42.88, let's just say we get it for 44 with maybe you have a placement fee, so on and so forth. And let's just say we could sell it for, maybe we'll even price it at $89.99 because we saw that on the Keepa chart, the price is kind of trending up. We'll just put it at 89. We can make $23.89 right now. So for somebody who, I guess the best way to say it is you have more money than time. And the reason I say that is because if you only have a couple $100s in your bank, this might not be a good investment for you. But for someone like me who, I'm a busy guy, I'm trying to get my money to grow more than just, 3 to 5% and, CDs and stocks and different things like that, maybe a little higher. That's not bad. That's a 54.3% ROI. And that might be a great ROI for you as well. Now, there is no guarantees, but that's not a bad deal. That's actually something that I would probably buy if I wasn't on here live with you and didn't have to go through the checkout process. That's not a bad opportunity right there. Not bad at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. I'm actually going to take a picture of this if nobody buys it, and maybe I'll come back later on and see if it's still available. But I'm going to actually use my Amazon seller app. You can't see me doing that now, but just take my word for it. I'm going to scan the cover. The Amazon seller app does have a scanning functionality that will allow you to scan a picture and it'll come back. For some reason, it's okay. It just scanned in. And I just want to make sure that I'm able to sell this and I'm not restricted. So I am able to sell it. Taking a look at the Amazon seller app, there's 57 used offers as a merchant. And then there's that low one that we can pop on, and then the price kind of jumps up. So anyways, it's not a bad deal. So that's our first decent deal. I'd be curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are on that with that book right there. For some people, it might be a good deal. For others, maybe it isn't. But that's a 50% ROI if it sells. And textbook season is almost here. So it's pretty cool. Just looking at some of the comments right now. So let's keep moving through. 34 to 99, 22 e-score, 145,000 rank. Let's see what's going on. You see how it's gone? Somebody bought that already. So let's X out of that. Gravity, an introduction to Einstein. Lowest is 36. The lowest FBA is 81. So that's not a bad opportunity right there. 47 e-score. So let's see if that's available. We're going to ignore the rentals. It's gone. So somebody already purchased that. So again, if it's gone, you know that somebody already sniped it out. So I'm going to just kind of go through a little quicker and just see what's available, acceptable. I'm going to probably pass on that. Voyages in world history, lowest is 2734, FBA selling for 81.98. And again, if you're wondering how I'm getting to this, it's the outliers on eFLIP. So if you go into the description, first link is my affiliate link to eFLIP. If you go through that, you'll get a 21-day free trial. Plus, you'll get accepted into my little private secret mastermind where we all talk about this type of stuff. So be sure to join that. Send me an email at raikenprofit@gmail.com and I'll let you in. But let's see if this is available. So here we go. All right, so let's do a little analyzing because we might have an opportunity here. So we've got a book that's selling for $27.34 in good condition. Okay, Better World Books. They have a good feedback, over 1.8 million reviews. That's pretty incredible. If you take a look at Prime and ignore the rentals, of course, the lowest price is coming in at $81.98, and then it even pops up to $89. If we take a look at the chart and we take a look at the customer review, there is only one review, so I'm not loving that. Taking a look at the Keepa chart over a 3-month period, I mean, the sales rank, at the end of April towards mid May was almost at 1.5 million. It sold a copy, dropped down to 200,000. Like I told you before, don't discriminate on a high rank, because if it sells, it's going to go low. And don't think all because a rank is low that it's going to be selling like hotcakes all the time. Because as you can see, if it sells, and it doesn't sell anymore, it could climb back up quickly. So every time it climbs, it's not selling, them. Boom, made a sale, dropped to 544. Made a sale, dropped down. So up until about, July 12th or so, this thing's looking really, really ugly. Even still, I mean, it's popping now and then, but it's not looking good right now. Now, the only thing that would change my mind about this book is if I pulled this thing out to a year period and I saw that things started to sell like hotcakes during August, September, because again, textbook season is August, September. Kids are getting ready for school. They're buying a ton of books. They don't want to spend $1 million at the bookstore at their college. So let's see what's going on here. Wow, that rank was up to 1.7 last year. It dropped down to 65. So it was selling for a short period of time in August. As you can see, it kind of stopped selling, climbed up, and boom. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. And for me to have to invest $27.34, And let's just say for the sake of things that if we can get maybe $79.99, which we possibly could, we could double our money. So for some people, this might be a good opportunity. For others, it might not be. For someone who's a little more sophisticated, has some money to play around with, it could be a good deal. It might sell. There might be a lot of schools who are requiring this book, and it could fly up to $130. It could. So that's kind of like the risk and reward. E-score is at 11, so it's a bit lower. Rank currently is around 183. So I'd be curious to know, what are your thoughts on that? Would you source that, or would you would you not source it? Gabriella wants me to restart the show. All right, just for you, I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm just kidding. But good to see you here, Gabriella. Looking forward to seeing you in Vegas for the eBay Open in less than a week, which should be cool. Blaine says, went to Savers for the first time. Found $500 profit first time. Thank you for what you do, man. Blaine Keys, that is awesome, man. That's what this channel is all about, helping you guys out, sharing my journey, and there is plenty to go around. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't make money online, whether that's eBay or Amazon or YouTube or Kindle publishing. There's so many opportunities out there. I was just having a conversation with a friend the other day, and I said, you could take my YouTube channel down. You could kick me off of eBay. You could kick me off of Amazon. You could take everything away from me. And I really sincerely, honestly believe that I would find a way to make it on my own. I would find an opportunity, whether that's Shopify, which I'm already doing, or I don't know. There's so many opportunities out there. I'm telling you right now, I would make it. So if you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if there's any room for me to make money online, I don't know if I can get a slice of a pie, that's a limiting belief. Okay. We live in a society where a lot of people make you believe that in order to be successful, you've got to go to school and you've got to raise your hand and you've got to, get a job. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I can tell you right now that there's 1,000,001 various opportunities out there, which really only require your creativity. So go out there, do what makes you happy and what makes you feel fulfilled. But plenty of opportunities out there. So let's keep going through some of these books, see what else we can find. And I would be going probably 10 times faster. So if you're wondering like, oh man, like Steve, this is so slow. Like, come on, let's get moving. I'm trying to explain things to you guys a little bit to give you guys some value. I don't want to just be flying around like a madman, not explaining things to you. So let's keep going through some books. Lowest book is $33.99. You see a lot of these green spikes. This thing is selling, so I'm intrigued. Lowest prime price is, ignore the rentals, $81.99. So this is something interesting because lowest price is $81.99 FBA, but you can get the book used for $33.99. Now let's take a look at whether we want to try to sell it at $81.99. If the book is selling well, maybe we can take advantage of a spike in sales based on last year's pattern. So maybe we could price it even a little higher. So right now, everything's looking great. The sales rank is bouncing between, 50,000 upwards to 300,000. So it's not going very long without selling over the last 3 months. So I'm going to hit the year and wow, look at this thing. It is starting to really go crazy during mid-August to September. Even up to October, the sales rank's looking really good. So I'm liking that a lot. The price is sitting anywhere between, well, it's kind of hard to tell because this price is taken in the merchant pricing as well, I believe. So I kind of ignore the price, but it does look like it was trending down a bit, but it looks like it's stabilized. I'm confident. This actually looks very interesting. I'm confident that I could probably get the asking price right now, especially based on the rank. I mean, the E-score is a little bit low, but I think that's because we're just coming out of slow season. So I think sales are really going to pop. I would say over the next month and a half, this is going to get into the 50,000, maybe even less sales rank range. So if I was to take out my calculator and I was to get this for 33 and flip it for, what do we say? Like 82, I think is it's selling for. That's a $27.76 profit. And you might be thinking to yourself, Steve, I'm having to invest $33 to make $27.76. It might not be a good fit for you, but for me, that's a killer freaking deal because I'm literally at my house chilling, placing an order. It gets shipped to me a week and a half later. I get it. And all I got to do is load everything into a box, ship it off to Amazon, and bada bing, bada boom, the profits are coming soon. Now, again, there's a lot of different factors to consider. There's plenty of things that could go wrong. But if you want to start your own business and you're worried to death about making a mistake or something going wrong, go get a job. That's all I can say, because there's always risks involved. But you can minimize those risks by doing some of the things that I'm sharing with you, which is analyzing data, right? Analyzing data, taking a look at trends and patterns, using the sales rank, taking a look at the pricing history. You can also go in here and click camel, 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 and get a better bird's eye view of various pricing, looking at third-party used, third-party new, Amazon, so on and so forth. So, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, the pricing was even up over 100 used. So you might even be able to price this thing, for, $90, $95, make a little bit more money. So that's a cool opportunity. I'm going to take a picture of that, because if nobody buys it, I'm going to probably buy that. So I might have been looking at the wrong book. Let me see if I was looking at the right book. Behavior in organizations. So I was looking at the wrong thing for the camel, camel, camel. So let me just check that one more time. Let's wait for that to load. Okay, so the new price had gotten up over 150. Used was around, around 100. So not bad. It was definitely trending down after the school year. And let me go to the 1 year, because that was the entire. So it is a bit lower. Again, I don't trust this red line, because I think it's taken into consideration merchants as well. But I'm pretty confident I can get $80. So that's not a bad deal. Again, what I would do is I would click on that. I would use my Amazon scanner to scan the picture, just to make sure that I am not restricted. There might be a better way to go about this. And it looks like this book actually just recently sold, because it's actually at a 90,000 rank on my app. Lowest price at $81.99. So not a bad opportunity right there. So let's X out of that and keep looking. TGS, I think you blocked me. I don't think I blocked you. No, you look good. You don't look blocked. Tomek says, hey, Steve, I'm from Connecticut too. Where are you in Connecticut? Minecraft Mama says, paid 50 for this lot at an estate sale. Fernando says, Steve, could you share with us the scanner you and your mom used to scan books, the cheapest one? We actually don't even use a scanner. You might laugh, but we kind of just pick and choose. I've explained it in other videos how we do it. We're not like huge, high volume booksellers. So we're not processing through like thousands of books. We actually go to a couple thrift stores in our area that we do really well with. So you might think this is funny, but we've kind of memorized the book. So when we go in, we can tell what is new and what's old. So we kind of just do the pick and choose method and use the Amazon seller app to scan the books. We do have a scan fob 2002 or 2006, which was a couple $100 it ran us, but we don't even use it that much, to be honest. It's kind of a pain in the butt with the phone. It's like always disconnecting and stuff. I know there's another barcode scanner that people use. It's like a KD. I forget what it's called. I've never used it, but I think you get them like refurbished for like less than $50, $100. So you might want to look into that. Sorry, I couldn't give you the specific model, but I'm sure somebody can help you out in the comments. Hey, if you guys are enjoying this right now, clearing clutter for clarity. Maybe I did by accident. Sometimes, you know what just happened? Clearing clutter for clarity. I know exactly what just happened. When I put out a video like a couple of minutes ago, and a bunch of people left comments because I left the wrong title. I put like that TEATS, like I forgot to put the title. So what I did is I did hide comment, but maybe I did hide user by accident. Because if you take a look, you might be able to see it. You could say hide user on this channel. So maybe I did that. I don't know how to get you back if I did that by accident. Crap. I think I hid like 4 people by accident. I did not mean to do that. You know that. Let me see what I can do after this. I don't know where. I would have to go into a different setting, but I'll take care of you. My bad. Damn, that sucks. Anyways, let's go back into the books, and then we'll figure out how to. I didn't block people, but there's like a feature that hides a comment, but I must have hid the user. Anyways, we'll take care of that. Big Java objects, 31 to 77, 54 e-score. Let's see what's happening there. Lowest price is 77. So somebody actually sniped that deal up. Guys, there are people out there And you could be one of them sniping these deals on Amazon, sniping these merch offers and putting them on FBA. People are out there doing it. It's a good sign that these things are getting sniped out. Why? Because it's proving that people are actually doing it and making money with it. I honestly don't believe these things are selling that fast that like consumers are buying them. I think there's a lot of resellers popping on these deals, especially at 188,000 ranks. So, check it out. Check out the software. There's a link in the description. It's called eFLIP. I think you can get, well, I know you can get 21 days free. I believe you can use all of these features. I don't know. You're going to have to check, but it's 21 days free. You might as well try it out and see if you could find any deals. So let's keep going through. Let's look for some more. Let's look for something spicy. Oh, here's something. Experience music with 3 audio CDs. 37 is the lowest, selling for 119. Let's see if that's there. And it's not. Somebody already popped on that. That was a good deal. Excellence in business communication, 39 to 77. Not a lot of room for money there. Somebody, unless they're repriced or change the price, it's not looking that hot. I mean, it's selling, but there's not a lot of room for profit, so I'm going to ignore that. Experience MIS student value addition, 37 to 89. And when I'm saying these numbers, I'm comparing the merchant price, the lowest merchant price to the lowest FBA price. Somebody already bought that. You see the $39 one is gone. So somebody already purchased that. Maybe it was a student. Maybe it was a reseller. Not exactly sure. Let's go to the second page. I do have my stuff filtered based on lowest sales rank. So these are going to become a little higher in rank. So we're going to be kind of moving a little bit away from the low hanging fruit. So we might find some more opportunities. Okay. 31.95 is the lowest merchant price. The lowest FBA is 89.79. They are getting the buy box, and the buy box is pretty much, where you want to be. The buy box gets most of the sales. And when somebody clicks onto a listing, if they just hit like buy it now or whatever the button says, it'll pull from the seller who has the buy box. If there's 10 sellers, the one who has the buy box is usually going to get the sale, because most consumers, you might not agree with me or not, but most consumers don't know that you can go in and like check all these different listings. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know, since I'm a reseller, but the buy box gets a lot of sales. So you want to be in the buy box. Let's see what's going on here. Nope, these are all rentals. Somebody scooped that up already. College accounting. Man, these deals are getting scooped up. They're not even there. If you're wondering, well, what the heck's going on here, Steve? They should be updating it all the time. I think this software only updates 1 or 2 times a day. So that is a little bit of a downside. I do know that Amazon's API, which is where these third-party app developers get their information from, they do have limitations in terms of how many times you can like refresh the data and stuff. So I think these companies are limited a little bit based on Amazon's API. I'm going to ignore this one since new is starting here, which means you'd have to go lower used. So I'm not going to mess around with this one. Linear algebra, 39.85 is the lowest. FBA is at 116. Let's see if that's available. And that one was scooped up as well. So remember, guys, I want to say I'm searching for higher end books because I believe we all have to exploit our advantage. And I think one advantage I have is that I have money to spend and money that I want to invest. I know that not everybody is going to be able to afford paying 25 to 40 bucks a book. The risk that's involved. So that's my advantage right there. You could move this filter down and search for books that are only going for $1 to $5 and flip them for 15 or 20. But this is just my preference right now. And based on my research, I found that there's some good opportunities with this filter. Although I'm not having a ton of success right now, it might be the time of the day I'm doing this. I did hear from Charles, Side Hustle Pros, good friend of mine, Amazon Rockstar, that some of the best times to do it is in the middle of the night, which makes sense. Not as much competition. So you might want to experiment with that. So here we have a book that's in acceptable condition for $42.98. A readable copy. All pages are intact and the cover is intact. Pages can include considerable notes. La-di-da-di-da. And there's an $84 price point. So there could be a little money in there. Not a lot. If I saw that this thing was really trending hard in August and September and pricing high, might go for it, but it's just not selling enough copies. And it doesn't look like it's really a hot seller during textbook season. So I would pass on that. Okay, I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's anything interesting. This one right here does have a 500,000 rank, but it does have an e-score of 17. Amazon is not on the listing. Buy box new is 198. Looks like I can get in for 26 and sell for 79 if it's available. So let's see if it is. And it is. There's actually a couple different offers right now. I would ignore the acceptable and go for the good. I'm sure that this guy was probably by himself, or maybe vice versa, and then somebody's repriced or matched it. So let's say that we can get in for 26.25. We would be able to sell it for, well, based on the competition, 79.26. Now, all because FBA is at a certain price, it doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. What you want to take a look at is sales history, pricing history, sales rank, sales velocity. What are the reviews looking like? Are there any social proof there? Because it's priced at FBA price, you might be able to get it for 20 bucks as a merchant. It's at 80. It might be a 3 million rank, and there might only be one person FBA. So don't just think that's the value all because somebody's listed there. And that's one thing that I've been learning over the last week is you've got to use this data to make a smart buying decision. And right now, just over the last 3 months, this thing sells like crap. It's really not selling that well. If I pull it back to a year, looks like there's a little more action going on, but still nothing special. Now, it's obviously selling a couple times a month. It looks like maybe more, 4 or 5 times a month. But there are some dry spells. And when you have dry spells, you are inviting the opportunity to have more sellers come in and then lower the price wars. So I'm not super confident in this. For me to spend, if I can get this book for 10 bucks, I would do it. And of course, if it was at a thrift store, I would buy it for a couple bucks. But having to invest $26 into this, let's just play out some scenarios. If I was able to buy it for 26 and sell it for 79, that would be a great profit. But I'm not confident in the sales history. I might get stuck having to sell this for $44.99. I'd still make $5 though, which is a 19.6% ROI. But is it really worth my time? Maybe I can get rid of it for $59.99. So you've got to play these little scenarios out. But with textbook season coming around the corner, I would say you're more likely to have a higher sales velocity based upon data that you were reading over, January, February, March, and April, May and June. So definitely an opportunity there, but not the best. But for some people, they might. But again, I'm a beginner. I'm still learning myself. So I would highly recommend all of you guys to take everything I say in this video regarding this tool with a grain of salt, because I don't have a ton of experience. I have researched videos and I'm trying to do the best I can to share accurate information. But you do have to take it with a grain of salt, to be 100% honest with you. So kind of just going through and learning and having some fun. So it looks like we have 52 people watching live right now. So if you guys could do me a big favor and I'll get back into analyzing some deals, why don't you smash that like button? Looks like we got 52 people watching live, 21 likes. Let's see if we get that up to 40 likes right now. Would really, really appreciate that. And let me know in the comments, where are you guys from in the country? I'm in Connecticut right now. It's 3:30. It's a pretty nice day. We had a pretty nasty thunderstorm yesterday, although it was beautiful. I love the thunderstorms. It's great. I don't know about you guys, but do you like listing and like working when it's a thunderstorm? Like, I love it. Besides the fact of maybe getting electrocuted if you get hit by lightning, or it hits your house or whatever. But I don't know. I love thunderstorms. So let me know where you are from and if you like thunderstorms. We got Wayne Newman in the house, smashing that like button from New York. Appreciate that. Where in New York are you from? We got Marie in the house from California, sunny California. I love California. I went on a road trip there a couple of years ago, drove across the country, was driving alongside the water. I mean, just absolutely breathtaking. Oh, we got Victor in the house, New Jersey. My dad was born and raised in South Orange, New Jersey. Wayne is from Long Island. That's awesome. Oh, Blaine is from New York. So maybe Blaine and Wayne, that rhymes. You guys might want to connect and go thrifting. SC, West Palm Beach, Florida. I love the rain. It's beautiful. South Jersey. So we got a lot of East Coast peeps in the house. Luke is from El Paso. Awesome. Awesome. So let's get back in, guys. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. It means a lot to me. Let's go analyze some more deals. Do you want me to change up the, you know what? I'm going to change up the filters a little bit. Let's search for some books that are selling between $5 and $10. Okay. And we're going to go for books that are selling for at least 20 to 40 bucks. We're going to look for, and we could go for higher books. It's not a big deal. We're going to look for books that are selling between 5 and 10 as a merchant. The lowest FBA price is going to be between 20 and 50. Not going to mess with the buy box. The max new buy box is, or the minimum, let's just say 30. Max Amazon price, we'll go to 30. 30. Minimum e-score 6. Let's search this out and see what's going on. Let me have a sip of coffee. Whew. It's a workout doing all this talking. Let me know if you guys are getting value in this video. I like to experiment with different videos and stuff. Be real. That's what this channel is about. If you enjoy this, if you're actually finding value, let me know. If this is a waste of time and you're thinking to yourself, like, this is kind of stupid, I'm not really getting anything out of it, like, let me know. I don't hate on anybody for sharing their opinion. As long as you're not a jerk about it, like, just tell the truth. That's cool. I'm trying to always find creative ways to add value. And I like books. I really enjoy books. I'm passionate about them. And any way that I can scale my business and find unique ways to earn semi-passive income, which I would call this semi-passive. You put in the work, you get it shipped to yourself, and then you send it out to FBA. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, that's the type of stuff I'm very interested in. So let me know if you're finding any value in this. This is all about helping you guys out, but I'll be honest with you, I'm just having fun right now. So I would be doing this even if I wasn't live. This is exactly what I'd be doing, minus the talking to myself. All right. So we've got a new filter that has been filtered on eFLIP. And again, guys, 21-day free trial in the description. Highly recommend giving it a shot. Even if you don't go ahead and pay for it after the 21 days, I would still encourage you to try it out. I wish I did a couple of years ago when my buddy Caleb created this. I probably lost out on thousands and thousands of dollars. And Caleb, he actually used this software. He bought 14,000 books off of it. I think he did over $1 million in books last year or this year. He was telling me something, killing it. But he's an expert and he knows what he's doing, and he knows a lot more than me. So, I would approach this business using eFLIP slowly and cautiously, and make sure you know what you're doing. Okay. So I am not responsible for you going out and spending hundreds of dollars and getting screwed because you don't know how to read graphs and charts. You don't understand Amazon and how it works. Amazon's a different beast than eBay and Etsy and Poshmark. So don't come in here thinking you know what you're doing if you've never done it before. It's very easy to get kicked off. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just being honest. Okay. So enough rants. This one, lowest price $964. Amazon's in at $44.95, $44.15 new. The used buy box is at $964. So it looks like the FBA seller is not getting the buy box, which is a little alarming, but it's not a killer. 101,000 rank. Let's take a look at this, see what's going on. Okay. So you can see the merch prices, couple at $965, one at $14.94, moving up. And then there's actually an acceptable offer at $25, moving to $27.97. Taking a look at the last 3 months, it wasn't selling incredible over the last 3 months, but it's selling. You can see up, down. That's a sale. Up, down, sale. Didn't sell, didn't sell, didn't sell, sale. Didn't sell, didn't sell, didn't sell, sale. Sale, sale, didn't sell, sale. Sale, sale. So this is what you're looking at. Didn't sell, sale. So that's how you read this graph, from my understanding. You can also move this out to a year period. This little puppy is going crazy between August and September. I mean, I wouldn't say crazy. Like, that was a little bit of a reach. It's up to 500,000 rank. Maybe it sells once every 4 or 5 days, and then boom, sells. So it's bouncing around. Definitely trending a little bit more towards August, September. So I like that. I think this book is getting ready to pick up a bit. I do. The price is pretty consistent. If we go over here to camel, let's see if it's showing me anything different for pricing over the last year. Let's see what's going on. So the merchant pricing has been pretty consistent around 10. I truly believe that if it's merchants around 10, you can definitely get 20, 25, especially considering the prices of Amazon moving up to 36. What is Amazon at right now? It's actually at 44. So there's a lot of people who aren't going to buy from a merchant. They're just not. They're not going to trust you. They want the 2-day shipping. They don't want to wait around. We live in a society where people want it now. So I am completely ignoring these merchants. So if I was to get this at $9.64 and sell it for, let's just say we sold it for 25. Is there any money in it? Is it worth our time? Let's find out. $4.83, 50% ROI. So it's not huge. Is it worth it? Probably not. But I just want to go through that example. Now, if we can move that up a little bit more to maybe 33, which is definitely a possibility, considering the sales rank or the sales velocity is increasing during August, September. I guess it just depends on the competition and what happens. You might have an opportunity to make 100+ ROI on it, but that's really up to you. I don't have enough experience playing with this software and stuff and messing with the books at this point, like paying $9.64 for a book to tell you what to do. But I could see it working in a couple scenarios, but I could also see it not working. So that would have to be up to you. TGS says, I wish my mom was interested in reselling. I'd have her watch all your videos. That's awesome. Awesome. Luke says, I'm full-time books and I still get a ton of value out of your videos. Awesome. Appreciate it. Dirk Sear says, Steve, I live by 2 major colleges. Do you have any strategies to reach students before they send them back to campus bookstores? Let me answer that first. You could put out flyers. You could flyer neighborhoods. You could put out posts on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist. You can pull up in a van and park in front of the college campus, but I don't know if you're going to get in trouble. If you went to the school, you might be able to set up a booth inside. I don't really know of any other ideas, but what I would honestly do is just visit your thrift stores, because there's going to be a lot of people donating the books. It's just people do it. Their parents give them money, they get the book, then they just want to clean out their place. They send it to Goodwill and Savers. I find textbooks all over because I live right near the UConn campus and I live near the Harvard University. So, we are getting smashed over the head with textbooks. So if you live near Dirk, if you live near 2 major colleges, like you said, get your butt over to the thrift stores 5-6 times a week. There's no way around it. Just go. Hopefully you live in an area where the thrift stores aren't scanning all the books and putting them aside, which some of them do. But it's a good opportunity. Learned Hand said, this is awesome. I don't know if I would have ever started without having your videos to show me that it's possible. Keep it up. That's awesome. I just have one question for you, Learned Hand. Why are all of the words you're typing going from lowercase to capital? I don't know if you're just playing around with me or not, but it's kind of freaking me out, but I like it. It freaks me out, but I like it. I don't know. It's interesting. It's like, are you actually typing? Like, how do you even do that? Oh man, that's awesome. Learned Hand, much respect. That's great. I'm glad I was able to help you. You know what? That's what these videos are about. I still remember when difficult to read that. It was like tripping my eyes out a little bit when I was reading it. There's a lot of opportunities out there, and I still remember when I first got started, I was so grateful for the videos. Learned Hand says shift key is broken. We got to get Learned Hand a new keyboard. Okay. I'm going to tell you, Learned Hand, this is what you got to do. Got to go out to the thrift store, got to scan some books, got to send them into Amazon, and you got to save up for a new keyboard. I'm telling you, it's a good investment. I'm just messing with you. That's funny. Are textbooks gated? I think I'm going to just answer questions now, guys. I think I'm pretty much done with the eFLIP. So if you guys want to try this out, check it out yourself. Link in the description. Feel free to go for it, play around with it. But I think I'm going to just answer some questions. I'm getting a little burnt out. Textbooks, some of them are restricted. So Scott Eddingfield is asking, are textbooks gated, which means, do you have to apply to sell them? And the answer is no. Anybody can sell them, from my understanding. Now, there are going to be some books that are restricted, which means for one reason or another, the brand or Amazon is not allowing you to sell it. Sometimes it's because you've never sold the book before. Other times they've grandfathered people into specific brands and whatnot. So some of them are going to be restricted. That's why when I was using eFLIP, before I actually buy something, I like to look it up in my Amazon seller app to see if I'm able to sell it. 95% of the time with books, you're going to be able to sell it. But when you start messing around with other items like computer parts and like toys, they're going to be restricted a lot more than books. Or if you start to find like brand new textbooks that are like really current, some of those might be restricted. Luke is saying, find a good keyboard at the thrift store. Yeah, you can find them all day long over there. Just go check it out. So Mrs. Guitar Betty is asking, is it worth buying CDs and can we list them? So it's like 30% of the CDs I can sell and 70% of them I'm restricted on. So like a little less than a year ago, they changed all the rules up with CDs and I got restricted. But for some reason, Amazon still lets me sell some CDs. I don't know why. I was one of the last ones to get restricted. I thought that I was in the clear because I had sold thousands of CDs in the past. You guys might have saw that one video where I bought like 1,000+ CDs from New York at a, it was like a, I don't know what the place was. It was like one of those, it wasn't a flea market, but it was like an antique booth shop. It was weird. It ended up popping on like a whole bunch of them. I sold so many. So I thought I wasn't going to be restricted, but they did restrict me. So, you're going to just have to scan them with the Amazon seller app to see if you're able to sell them or not. But there's definitely good money in CDs, even in DVDs as well. TGS is saying, I have tons of DVDs. Do you think it could be worth it to try and sell on eBay? I can sell them on Amazon. I can't sell them on Amazon. So it just depends. Most DVDs don't sell for that much money on eBay unless it's something rare or collectible or unique or some type of box set or it's brand new and for some reason it just has value, you know? I don't know CDs and DVDs that well. I just use the data that I collect from the Amazon seller app or Scout IQ, whatever I'm using to scan, whether it's books or CDs, DVDs, so on and so forth. I use the data to help me make that decision. But if it's selling for a lot of money on Amazon, but you're restricted, I always like to look it up on eBay to see if it's selling for something. A lot of times it's not. Believe it or not, it could be selling for like $80 used on Amazon, and then on eBay it's like $5. So it's a little weird how it works. Learned Hand says, it's a MacBook Pro. Bought it off eBay. Oh, there you go. Don't buy MacBook Pros off eBay. I have a MacBook Pro. Probably one of the best investments I ever made. Great computer. Let's see. Are CDs and DVDs media mail? That's a good question. I forgot. Somebody help me out there. It is media, but I know there's like weird little rules and stuff, isn't there, about CDs and DVDs? That's like such a basic, like amateur question, but I can't even remember. I haven't sold a CD and DVD on eBay and like I can't tell you how long. I just put them all on Amazon if I could sell them. I don't really sell that much media on eBay, you know, besides books, you know, now and then, and that's obviously media mail. So I have good luck with eBay. However, you were talking about $3 a piece. Exactly. So anyways, I think that is about it. TGS says, I believe they're media mail as long as you don't include a packing slip or any other notes. So that's about it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. Raj, what's up, Raj? Says, saw Mama Profits leaving a Connecticut Goodwill Monday. Yeah, she's always hitting up the Goodwills. Good to see you, brother. That's a friend of mine from high school days. So good to see you, brother. Red Cup Advisor says, do you know how people use repricers to set book prices automatically? I've failed and tried. I repriced all my books to 6,000. That's a whole nother video right there. But I used reprice it. And I've got certain settings that I use. Unfortunately, it's going to take a little longer to explain, but I would go on YouTube and I would just look up some videos, depending on what repricer you use. I'm sure there's someone out there who will explain all of their settings. But yeah, it's a little tricky at first to set up your repricer. So don't panic. You can definitely go out there and learn more about it. Just look into it, investigate it a little bit. But that's it, guys. I got to get rolling. I've got some dinner plans at 5. So just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you were able to find value in this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. If you guys are going to the eBay Open, I will be there. I'm going to be in Vegas from July 22nd to August 1st. So looking forward to seeing you. Clear and Clutter for Clarity. I knew that was you. I'm going to try to figure out how to unhide you. I don't know how. I'm going to do some investigating. So I apologize about that. Hopefully, you know that it was nothing personal because we tight. But yeah, appreciate you guys. See ya. Oh, get to see Clear and Clutter there. So we got to definitely connect. Talk to you in the next video, and check the link in the description for eFLIP if you want to check it out. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.